welcome. Today the chemical bonding part 3 we are discussing. See here we are discussing ionic and electrocovalent bond for today. So formation of ionic bond. It is primarily depends upon three. That is first one easy formation of cation and anion. Next, electro these are the three major things that will depends on formation of ionic bond. When the ionic bond is formed, these three are the cases which we will see. First, easy formation of cation and anion. We know the metals have a great tendency to lose electrons, right? NaCl example. So Na sodium, if you take sodium, see, if you take sodium, it gives Na plus minus Na. So the electrons, sorry, not for electrons. See, the metals and non-metals have a great tendency to lose electrons. So there is easy formation of cation and anions. Okay, we have know about the elements of group 1 comma 2 and the elements of group 16 and 17 we already know, and here we know 16th and 17th have highest electron gain enthalpy. 16 and 17 are groups, so they have tendency to lose electrons. This is the one reason. Next, electronegativity. See, since a complete transfer of electrons from less electronegativity element to less electronegativity atom is required for the formation of an ionic bond, then the electronegativity difference between the two atoms, see, the electronegativity forming the bond must also be high. We can conclude this electronegativity must be high. Okay, these are the two conditions. Coming to third condition, I will discuss third condition in a detailed manner. See, lattice energy. What is meant by lattice energy? We can determine the lattice energy by Born-Haber-Psyche method, and we will discuss the general definition this. So suppose A plus is a cation and B minus is an anion which forms AB molecule which is in solid state. Okay, here the energy required to from, see, this is solid, to get 1 mole of solid, 1 mole of crystalline solid into 2 gas state. Okay, 1 mole of solid, the energy required to separate, you can say, the energy required to separate 1 mole of solid into 2 gaseous state at is cation and anion. So this is a general definition, and let us see how the Born-Haber-Psyche will be useful in this lattice enthalpy. See, this is the Born-Haber-Psyche method. Before going to discuss about Born-Haber-Psyche method, I want to introduce 4 definitions to you and one notation, that is delta H. This is heat of formation, and we know all about sublimation energy, ionization enthalpy, electron affinity, at last dissociation energy. This is convert solid to gas. Ionization enthalpy means this converts atom to ion. Electron affinity means attract the ion. Dissociation energy means breaking bond. Breaking a bond. These are the words I want to introduce to you people now. Okay, let us move to the Born-Haber cycle method. See, this is a general equation I take in NaCl as an example. NaCl as an example. So, Na, it is solid sodium. Chlorine is a gas. To form NaCl. So, the general definition of Born-Haber cycle method is amount of energy released. Amount of energy released when 1 mole of compound is formed, when 1 mole of compound is formed from its own element, it is in the pure state or it is in the stable state, it should be such. Okay, and 1 mole of compound is formed from their element. So this is the general definition. So how to determine the lattice enthalpy in this Born-Haber cyclic method we will discuss. Okay, to determine when we want to convert this to this Na gaseous state, Cl gaseous state, NaCl solid, lattice energy. So how to convert this? This is the main thing. See how the conversion is there. We will use sublimation, ionization enthalpy, dissociation energy, and we'll use electron affinity also here. Let us write. I will write. See, it is in the solid state. So here we will use sublimation to change sodium solid into sodium gas. Sodium solid into sodium gas. So the required equation is Na plus Cl minus NaCl. So let us see how it's come. It forms Na in gaseous state, right? Now I will use ionization enthalpy. It forms Na plus in gaseous state only. See, I use ionization enthalpy means it changes an atom to a ion. So I formed an ion. We already discussed A plus B minus. Both are in gaseous state, then forms AB, and this is general equation of the lattice energy, right? So I form Na plus. Z is a gas in gaseous state. Okay. Coming to chlorine, here Cl2, Cl bond break. I break and bond. So dissociation energy we have half D means D by 2. Will form Cl in G. Here electron affinity will be. Why? Because Cl attracts and I use an electron affinity right here. Why? Because it attracts electron Cl minus and Cl against Cl minus in gaseous state. So it forms NaCl. Cl minus. This is the Born-Haber cycle method. The general formula of Born-Haber cycle method means here they will use delta HF. The general definition I write here. Delta and here C, we take in Se plus, Ie plus and E2 electron affinity. So it is a negative. Why? Because it is attracting ions or attracting electrons, right? So we can take this as negative and lattice energy. Okay, when we do one question, like in the textbook or in a study material, they give kf is one structure they given how the formation of kf will be happen. See, in the question they will give, suppose kf only taken, and here they give delta hf value is equals to minus 562.6 kilojoule per mole. Coming to se, they will give, that is sublimation, they will give plus 89.6 kilojoule per mole. Per IE, that is ionization enthalpy, they give plus 419.0 kilojoules per mole. Per kf. Okay, and they will give the def, dissociation energy, de also 79.1 kilojoules per mole. At last, electron affinity also they will give as 332.6. See, these are the values for kf1. Okay, how the kf1 we want to means, I will write here k, it is in solid state, half f2 it is in gaseous state, to form kf. Okay, ks plus, it is in half. Now these are the values they given. By using these values we can find the lattice energy of this one. So the lattice energy of kf is 8. You can you see? Okay, so I will write here lattice energy of kf is equals to minus 817.7 kilojoule per mole, minus 81.7 kilojoule per mole. So this is about Born-Haber cycle, and this video is going to be too lengthy, so I will say the factors which are affecting and a general formation, general transformation, general conditions on ionic bond. We will discuss in next video, that is part 4. Thank you, thanks for watching, bye bye. See, this is the Born-Haber cycle method. If you have any doubts based upon chemistry, you can comment me in the comment, and I can give reply to your answer or to your question. Okay, thanks for watching, bye bye.